Hello, my YouTube family. I hope you all had a blessed day. So many books have been written by the winners of wars depicting their stories. I think it is time for our story to be told. I encourage all of you to research for yourselves and learn the true history of our people. Teachers, you can use these videos to teach lessons in your Black History class. Students, when you're thinking about doing a report for Black History Month, come to our channel, go through the library of videos, and pick one of the people that we highlight. Out of the millions of potential subscribers, we just want to reach one so each one can teach one. Let's get familiar. Today's episode of Black History Monday takes a look at the Memphis Riots of 1866. In the late afternoon of May 1st, 1866, long broiling tensions between the residents of southern Memphis, Tennessee erupted into a three-day riot known as the Memphis Riot of 1866. The riot began when a white police officer attempted to arrest a black ex-soldier, and an estimated 50 blacks showed up to stop the police from jailing him. The victims initially were only black soldiers, but the violence quickly spread to other blacks living just south of Memphis who were attacked while their homes, schools, and churches were destroyed. White Northerners who worked as missionaries and school teachers in black schools were also targeted. U.S. Army Commander George Stoneman ordered the black soldiers of the 3rd United States Colored Heavy Artillery Regiment back to Fort Pickering just outside the city, and they obeyed. The violence continued throughout the night as the targets now became the black civilians in the city. Memphis police and firemen openly participated in the violence and looting, and as a result, the city's black citizens could not count on them to stop the attacks or put out the fires in the African American neighborhoods. A congressional committee soon arrived to investigate the riot. The investigation and interviews were thorough, but the report was controlled by radical Republicans in Congress and used to gain support for Reconstruction policies. By the end of May 3rd, Memphis's black community had been devastated. 46 blacks had been killed, 2 whites died in the conflict, one as the result of an accident and another, a policeman, because of a self-inflicted gunshot. There were 5 rapes and 285 people were injured. Over 100 houses and buildings burned down as a result of the riot and the neglect of the firemen. No arrests were made. Stephen V. Ashe, a history professor at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and the author of A Massacre in Memphis, the Race Riot That Shook the Nation 1 Year After the Civil War, says newspapers of the era labeled what happened in Memphis a race riot, mostly on the basis that it began as a fight between black Union soldiers and some Irish police officers. The rumor among the whites was that this was a full-scale black uprising in South Memphis, and so white mobs began forming, marched into South Memphis, and began indiscriminately shooting black men, women, and children. This went on for 36 hours. The mob attack wound up helping to shape the course of Reconstruction-era politics and speed the passage of the Constitution's 14th Amendment, guaranteeing citizenship to recently freed slaves. Phyllis Aluko, a Memphis-based attorney, read Ashe's book and couldn't believe she'd never heard about the incident. So she started the process of creating a historical marker to commemorate what had happened. First, she got the local chapter of the NAACP involved. It agreed to sponsor and pay for the marker. Then, Aluko submitted an application to the Tennessee Historical Commission, an organization whose mission includes marking important locations, persons, and events in Tennessee history. What came next was a months-long debate over what to name the violence. The commission wanted the words race riot at the top of the sign, but that phrase has troubling connotations for Beverly Bond, a historian at the University of Memphis. Brian Stevenson, founder and director of the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, Alabama, says, "Until we change the landscape with these markers and these images with new iconography, we're going to be living in a space that is compromised by the absence of truth." Next week, Monday, we will continue to spotlight contributions made by Black people throughout history. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this valuable information with your loved ones. Click the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new videos. Find the Awakening Frequency on Twitter and Instagram, and also Facebook. Again, researching is key. Always do your own research and never just listen to what people tell you. We are the Awakening Frequency. Out of the millions of potential subscribers, we just want to reach one so each one can teach one. Peace.